All right, good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we feeling? It's been a busy morning for me. All right, sound levels are good. Realized I forgot to do some things last night. I was so busy working on some projects, some other projects I got working on. Then I'm working on. Got to even set up my stream for this morning. But we are in here. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. I don't know how I got on that screen. It's not supposed to be the one. And the quote of the day: He who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears. All right, let that one rest on your spirit. That is the quote of the day. I think that's a good quote for us to take into our trading day, into the week, the rest of the week. All right, let's go ahead and look at the economic outlook for today. We got the core CPI and crude oil inventories. Core CPI already happened, of course, at 8:30, and then we got crude oil inventories coming up, and this U.S. federal budget at 12:30. I'm interested to see how the market responds to that. Tomorrow we have initial jobless claims, and then the Fed monetary policy report. Also interested to see what comes of that. And then Friday we don't have anything scheduled. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the power range report. That's too loud in my ear. All right, for the NQ future sessions today, we had a high of 13,703 with a low of 13,686.25, and that's the high and the low for the power range. At the time of this posting, we were trading, somewhat neutral after a bullish pop overnight, up 0.31% with a volume of 59K and 235.22 for the average true range. All right, let's go ahead and look at that. So you can see out the gate, a little bit of a retracement, just a slight retracement, and we popped off that support, the low of the power range. Traded bullish pretty much until around midnight. Had another little attempt to go higher, but retraced all of that, and we've been pretty much just trading sideways overnight into the pre-market. Interesting little head and shoulders pattern we got forming right here on the 15-minute chart. So definitely keeping all that in mind, will be just sticking to my strategy, trading in the direction that my strategy says, which is right now the bias will be bullish, even though I think we're definitely still primed for some pullback at some point. We just don't know when. And as a reminder, the Discord is live, so if you're interested in joining the Discord, completely free. There is some extra pieces of it for anyone who signs up through Patreon, but the bulk of the value is for free in the Discord channel. Just want to put that reminder out there. I need to have like a little scroll, little information thing. Need to work on that over the weekend. The link to the Discord is in the description below. about ready. Got to get that pre-market snapshot in. Here's this chart. I'm working with some different things in this multi-charts, trying to get the settings exactly right. The more I play with other platforms, there's nothing competes with Sierra chart in my personal opinion. Like multi-charts is good, but it's just not, doesn't have everything that Sierra chart has, or it's not as functional as Sierra chart is. Let's see what this does for me. Yeah, like 19. One more minute to go for the open. We traded down into some support on the pivot, bouncing off of a pivot. Yeah, got some nice support right there at around 735 and a half. Saw some bulls come in at that 830. What was the 830 thing? I forgot. I knew something happened at 830. I don't remember exactly what it was. Oh, the CPI. Got some momentum out the gate. Let's see if we can hold it. I'm recently finding a lot of value in watching order flow. Started watching it yesterday after upgrading my Sierra chart package. And loving it so far. I've been meaning to upgrade to that for a while. Just been working on other stuff, so finally got the motivation to upgrade over the weekend, and it's definitely worth it. Let's see. I'm personally not expecting any strong bullish plays today. Looking at where we are, big picture. Definitely want to buy the dip. I can go ahead and place this. Not gonna be aggressive at all this morning. My strategy says to go long, however. Gotta take the energy of the market into consideration. And looking at that first 3-minute candle right there, it doesn't look like we're gonna have like a smooth day or anything. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities. It's just, I don't think, it's not gonna be easy. That would have been an opportunity right there. Not really. I can't even call that an opportunity. I'm using hindsight capital, but that doesn't follow my strategy, so gotta maintain that awareness. Need little checks and balances for hindsight capital.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna go light on my first entry.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Again, I'm looking at 2 decent areas of support at the power range high and low. And there's a lot of support below the power range low. around 650 for that as a key level. All right, so I don't remember, but this orange line right here, this is where um, this is how much room we have to go. Just looking at it from a technical perspective for the other side of the trade, or for a short. I wouldn't try to take a single position in that direction or all the way to that point, but for the market to retrace, that's how far I see we can go down. As a, just looking at a significant level.
Position opened. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Make sure I get my screenshot. Just went in light, 3 contracts right there.
Target filled. Order submitted. Order pending.
Break even is triggered all before I even got to annotate anything in my journal. Try to get this recorded a little bit. Let me see. Okay. So I was wondering because it got me. I have one more. I went in 3 contracts, so I have 1 contract remaining for this target up here. We'll see if I get there or not. But normally the strategy is 6 contracts. Because things are so choppy, I just went in light. So like with the normal setup, I will have 3 different targets, and it will take off 2 contracts each at each target. So when I adjusted it here, and this does it, like NinjaTrader doesn't do it as well, but so when I adjusted it here to just 3 contracts instead of the normal 6, it put the 2 contracts into my first target, and then left the main target with one contract. So I like how it broke it down. That's my whole point of even bringing that up. Unlike with NinjaTrader, if you make adjustments like that, or if you sometimes when you don't even make any adjustments, you just place the order, it'll put all your targets into it put all my targets into one, or all my contracts into one target.
Stop filled.
And my break even was triggered, and okay, I'm gonna keep this order down there. So I know they didn't reach my threshold. There was something else I was supposed to talk about today. What was it? I think something that Kraft asked me. What was it? And I put a reminder somewhere. I don't remember where I put the reminder. Something I was supposed to give an updated status on. Anyone else bad with reminders? Like, I make a reminder for myself to do something, but then I forget either where I put the reminder, or I forget to even look at the reminder. Or maybe that's just me. Let's see. Maybe it's in, look at Monday. Where could I have put it? Still, we got just a lot of noise. Nothing looks interesting on this chart as of yet. A lot of sellers coming into the market. And the buyers are fighting back. Here we go. Been a lot of battle zones in this morning session. Which is what we're experiencing right now. Looking at the divergence between volume and the price action. I'm in a position to where I definitely don't have to take any trades. I'm just watching it at this point, and I forgot to. I'm messing up my test in Sierra chart. Got in at a good location on the order that I took, or the trade that I took. It just, the choppiness whipped me out before I was able to get more out of it. It's killing me. I can't remember what I was supposed to talk about today. Goodness gracious. Got another that looks bearish. We got volume to support. My next level of support that I'm seeing we'll just call it 707. In that range. However, looking at the big picture, I don't know how choppy it is. We'll see what happens. If we even get down there. That's what it was. Now I remember what I was supposed to talk about, even though I don't remember where I put the reminder. But it was about Kraft asked me about BTC. That's it. Are you able to trade Bitcoin with Leeloo? And when I tried to place a trade with the Bitcoin futures, it wouldn't let me. I think I put it in yesterday's journal. Anyway, it gave me an error that it wouldn't allow me to that because the ticker symbol for that is like BTCGH, which H is the contract, or maybe it's G. It's something like that. But I tried to trade the Bitcoin futures with the Leeloo account yesterday, and pretty much I got from that. I can't remember the exact terminology, but that contract is not allowed. I don't remember the exact terminology, but more of the story is it would not. So you can't, from my test, you can't trade the Bitcoin futures with Leeloo. And I know I wrote these notes down somewhere. It's just unfortunate that I can't remember where I put them. Let me check my dashboard. Nope. So NQ is still hanging around in this little battle zone. I may be one and done today again. I was able to make a little bit of profit off that trade earlier. When we come out of this consolidation, we definitely, well, I just put it, usually when we come out of consolidation, there's it's followed with a lot of momentum. Doesn't have to be, that momentum doesn't have to be long lived, but we have a lot of room to both sides. But I think the stronger move would be to the short side once we come out of this consolidation. But there is several levels of support that we have to fight through, or that the bears will have to fight through. And my strategy as of right now says to play that support. But vocalizing all of this, so to make sure that I put more than just visual energy behind what I'm aware of. And I know as soon as I get off this stream, I'm going to remember exactly where I put the notes for that BTC thing. I remember typing it somewhere. I should have put it right here in the lessons learned. Got this lessons learned tab. That would have been a perfect place to put it. Alright, buyers came back into the market, pushing it higher, trying to go another attempt to break into new highs. It's not part of my strategy, so I'm just on the sidelines right now. Coach hasn't called me to get back in the game. What's going on, Dean? Some interesting momentum coming in right now. I'll be watching to see how this candle closes. We do have a lot of resistance what we're trading in right now. As you can see with this 3-minute candle right here, we were the first attempt to break into this into these highs. Sellers came in hard and rejected, you know, the breakout attempt. So when you traded back down, we regrouped. Buyers regrouped. We're able to push it higher. Now they're trying to break out again. And once again, they're seeing some rejection. I appreciate that, Dean. Words of encouragement are always, you know, welcomed and helpful. I think I remember where I put that note. I think I put it in the Discord. I think that's what happened. Let's see, funded trading. Yep, there it is. That's where I put the note. It's in the Discord. BTCG is not tradable with Leeloo. So I'll just go ahead and so I think that's a perfect segue to go ahead and talk about the Discord again. Any thoughts that I get, I like to put it in Discord. That's my whole, a lot of times the whole purpose for me even trying opening up a Discord server. A lot of times I get ideas and thoughts, and like it could be hit or miss with Twitter, but I want to put it to I wanted to create a community to where I could share my ideas and even if bounce ideas off of other traders. Whenever I get something about trading or investing or even financial literacy, so I created this this space on Discord to where I can put all these a place where I can put all these ideas, and I can share ideas back and forth with people that are interested. So whenever I get some kind of idea or if I find some kind of interesting information, the first place I want to put it is in this Discord channel. Alright. So anyway, yeah, that's where I put that. So that makes perfect sense that I put it here and not in the journal. When I tried to trade the Bitcoin futures through Leeloo, I got this error message that it was rejected at RMS and product not permissioned. So that tells me that you cannot trade Bitcoin with Leeloo. And with all the volatility, I kind of understand why. I see a lot of FOMO with Bitcoin. Of course, it makes sense. Just like with GME and any of those high volatile assets or products. And of course, with all that comes a lot of bad advice. The way that I see it is, and this is what my train of thought, my philosophy on it is, when you create a strategy, all you got to do is stick to that strategy. It helps to, even when we're trading, it helps to have an investor's mindset, and an investor, someone who's investing in whatever it is for a long period of time or for the long run. They're not worried about, these headlines or these little micro events that come up like the GME or Bitcoin running, 4,000 points or 4,000% within a couple of days, and you're investing in it because it's a good, you believe in whatever it is, and you're in it for the long run, right? So you get in at your spots where you want to get in, and you hold it. And then when these events come around, if you're in it, then you benefit from it. If not, it's okay, because another opportunity is going to come around. Something in your portfolio, as long as you're, you're doing your due diligence and you're, picking the right stuff that fits your portfolio or that fits your strategy, then you will catch some of these extremely parabolic moves, some of these plays that just, run pretty much to the moon. So you don't really have to worry about trying to catch the next big thing or being a part of the next this current event that's running or this current stock or whatever that's running. Eventually, as long as you're playing the long-term game correctly, you will catch one of these plays. You will catch a play here and there, because honestly, most of it is just luck. Unless you were behind the GME move, if you caught it, it was basically luck. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, when I see stuff like that, I do a lot of studying. I go in, I dive deep into it, and I, look at it from a bigger perspective and I try to gain as much insight about it as possible, just because I'm interested in it, not because I'm trying to, get involved with it on the FOMO side of the game or anything like that. Just I'm kind of interested in the psychology of everything. I've always been that way, like just to where I like to look at the psychology of stuff. And that kind of plays into my trading. But one of the things that I did notice, there was a lot of gambling going on, especially from the Wall Street bet side of it. It's an outside looking in perspective. Alright, so we did get rejected once again on the attempt to break higher at 750. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this order that I got sitting down here.
Order canceled.
Pretty much close to my no trade window, and it's not a perfect setup, so I'm just gonna have to accept my one trade of the day, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm still gonna continue this testing stuff over here in Sierra, but in terms of Leeloo, I only got that one trade today. Speaking of, I didn't do that right. With the current price action lately, it's been very I've been kind of wanting to trade the afternoon session. Like days like today, I'm not going to be able to. My afternoons are usually busy, so that's not even a possibility. But from my perspective, it's been easier opportunities for me personally in the afternoon. Starting around lunchtime so far for February. But at the same time, there has been a lot of opportunities in the morning session. I just haven't been able to play them all. I'm looking at the next level of support at 705-ish. Then within this power range, we enter into just a bunch of noise. So basically it's a big level of support between like 707 and like the noisy area, I would say 670. That's in the battle zone range. Of course, price can do anything. We can just trade completely through it, all of that. Again, what I'm doing in Sierra chart is only a test, so I would not copy that if I was someone watching this. I'm just collecting data. That's all I'm really doing. Once I get it fine-tuned the way that I want it to work. I'll watch this play out. So I'm already within my no trade window. So I am done for the day in terms of Leeloo. Kind of want to watch this bar right here close and interested to see what happens. We got a lot of bearish momentum that's been, looking at the volume, this momentum here has been building. It was building in this range up here, and now we're finally, the shorts that were loading in this area up here are finally, you know, reaping the benefits. So at some point they'll probably start taking profit off the table. Just looking at one part of the participation that, you know, was in here. Of course, there were people who went long down there and will have to exit their positions, or their stops are being hit. There's a lot of things going on, but that's just two of the possibilities that I'm looking at. Counter closes. All right, so that does it for my trading day. I'm just gonna watch this in the background from here on out while I work with some other stuff. I appreciate everybody for coming through, listening to all of my nonsense and watching me trade and trading with me and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys on the next one. Trade it easy.